Located in the shadows of the San Bernardino Mountains, we welcome you to California Speedway, where today, for the third consecutive year, the future stars of IndyCar will crown a champion in the Menards Infiniti Pro Series California 100. The points chase has come down to one final race. Can points leader Wade Cunningham cap off his consistent season? Can the hottest driver in the series, Jeff Simmons, continue his second half surge? Today, a new Menards Infiniti Pro Series champion will be crowned at the California Speedway next. And it all comes down to one place and one race, the tightest points battle in Menard Infiniti Pro Series history. Just 84 points separating the top five and only 33 between the top two drivers. Hello, everyone. Along with IndyCar expert and analyst Robbie Buell, I'm Jerry Punch. Glad to have you with us today here at California Speedway. And Robbie, as a driver, you've lived this many times before, a points leader and a points chaser entering the final race of the year. Now, if you're Jeff Simmons and you're the hottest thing on the circuit right now with your 33 points back, what are you thinking?
Well, Jeff Simmons, he knows the odds are against him. He needs to go flat out. He needs to lead as many laps at this racetrack as he can, as well as win this race. No patience, no holding back. He needs to go at it.
Now, if you're Wade Cunningham and you're the points leader, you've been consistent, but you haven't won all year. What's going through your mind right now?
Well, we know Wade wants to win a race, but right now he's thinking championship. He wants his name to end up in these record books as this champion in black and white. That's what he wants.
What's Wade Cunningham really thinking? Why don't we ask him? Here's Cameron Steele.
Thanks, Doc. Well, Wade, half the races you have finished second, and you're going down to the championship run here with the last event. 10th or better locks it. What about the nerves?
Well, you know, I'm out here to race this weekend, you know, with the ifs and buts, and if this happens and that, you know, I'm just going to go out there today and do what I've done every other race this year and try and get to the front and have a good race.
I know in the back of your mind you're still thinking that one win, the elusive win, you'd like to get it here in California, wouldn't you?
I'd love to.
He's not a man of many words right now. I know he's focused, but this is going to be quite a battle as the championship looms ahead.
All right, Cameron, thank you very much. Take a look at our starting grid and all Sam Smith front row. 6th pole of the year, 20th of the season overall, I should say, for Sam Smith Motorsports. Travis Gregg will lead him down alongside teammate Jaime Camara. Row 2, Chris Festa, 20 years of age, and beside him, best qualifying effort of the year, Marty Roth, the Canadian with Roth Racing. Back in row 3, there is our points leader, Wade Cunningham, and beside him, Nick Bussell, still looking for that first win of the year, 10 top 5 finishes. In row 4, Jeff Simmons. He is second in points, has won 4 races the last 6 outings. He's the hot man on the circuit. Beside him, Bobby Wilson in the Multimatic machine out of Dowsman, Wisconsin. Row 5, good to have Taylor Fletcher back, the Bullet Team Motorsports efforts. And beside him, making his 40th career start, Ari Lyondot Jr., 6 runner-up finishes. Looking for that first win. Had a great run here a year ago. Almost won the race. In row 6, Jeff Dodge in the automatic fire sprinklers machine. And beside him, reigning USAC Sprint Car champion, Jay Drake. In row 7, John Herb, the Phoenix winner, and P.J. Abbott, the 41-year-old from Grand Prairie, Texas, in the American Red Cross machine. Robbie Buell, keys to this race today.
Well, the first key is downforce over drag. These guys got to pick that proper balance on the race car. They need enough grip to get through the corners and traffic, but they can't have too much drag to slow them down a straight line. The next thing is strategy and racecraft. You need to understand your competition's strengths and weaknesses and position yourself in the right spot at the end of this race. From there, restarts. Restarts are always a great opportunity to make up spots, and timing that restart to just hit it spot on is a big part of gaining positions and putting yourself somewhere you want to be at the end of this race.
All right, we'll keep an eye on those keys of the race today as they come out of turn 4, 14th and final event of the year. Paul Blevins and Brian Howard on the flag set, and here they come with the Menards Infiniti Pro Series cars to the start-finish line for the California 100.
And the Sam Schmidt cars, those first 3 cars are all Sam Schmidt cars, teammate cars. They've been very dominant on these super speedways. Let's see what these guys have in store for everybody.
That's the Lucas Oil onboard camera for Travis Gregg, a 3-time winner this year. And behind him, Jaime Camara, who's won twice, and he gets a challenge from one of their teammates, That is Chris Festa and also Wade Cunningham making a move.
Yeah, there's Wade in the red and black car on the high side of Jamie Camera, and he's looking up top there. Remember, when you get on the top side of the racetrack, you got a longer distance around, so it's tough to pull off a pass on the high side unless your car is really free.
Whoa, contact. That is Jay Drake in the Vision machine. He is coming to contact with the wall. We told you, a 4-time USAC champion, reigning USAC sprint car champion. And he has had some the cars come up across the racetrack and hit the right front. That was there right away.
Yeah, that was coming through turn 4. Didn't see what brought that on. But I was just about to say, right now the track temperature is a lot cooler than what these guys have run on all weekend. So, you know, you got to be patient. You may have to give yourself an extra lap of getting that tire temperature up, and therefore a little extra grip from your tires in this racetrack.
All right, in the early laps here, let's show you what happened here to 36-year-old Jay Drake, who currently sits second in the USAC sprint points, by the way. Making his 15th career start here at Menard Infiniti Pro. He's had the contact up across the racetrack, and we are under yellow here for the first time today. This is a 50-lap, by the way, 100-mile event on the 2-mile D-shaped oval. And after just one lap is complete, here's our top 5. It is Festa, Simmons, Camera, Cunningham, and Travis Gregg. And when we return, we'll take a cool, special look at a special talent about a driver's had a sensational second half of the year. An up close and personal with Jeff Simmons in just a moment. Well, back at California Speedway, and now it is official. 21-year-old Wade Cunningham has become the 2005 Menard Infiniti Pro Series champion. By virtue of attrition, he came in with a 33-point lead, needed to get a top 10 finish, and now with the incidents early on, he has clinched the title. How did he do it? Well, we tried to have a restart a moment ago, and in the restart, we had an incident in turn 3 and 4 involving the car of Taylor Fletcher.
Yeah, you can just see there, the car just gets a little bit loose. The rear comes around, slides up the racetrack. Not a heavy contact, but on a track like this, any contact is no good.
All right, there's a look at the newly crowned champion, who's also looking for his first win. He's got his first championship. Can he get his first win today as we go back to green flag racing here at California Speedway?
And remember when we talked about restarts, this is a great opportunity to capitalize on making some positions. I think you're going to see Wade be very aggressive to be right on the tail of Travis Gregg here. Jeff Simmons is also another player in there.
They line up single file, lap 13 of 50, and the green flag waves again.
Now watch Wade jump out. He's got a good run. He's going to pull alongside Travis. He gets up to his rear wheel. They're going to get alongside. He's got Jeff Simmons in the red and white car pushing him along. 2 cars can go faster than 1, and they're on the high side doing that right now.
Wade Cunningham knows he's a champion. He can just let the dogs out now.
Absolutely, and Jeff Simmons knows that same case right behind him, and he's just going to have fun and drive and do the same thing. Now, it'll be interesting to see if Jeff Simmons stays in the top group, which it looks like he is. He's going to work with Wade. He's going to try and push Wade around. Again, 2 cars running together, they can run faster than 1. Look at Jeff's car wiggle. You see it move around there? That's just, you know, you have seams in this racetrack, and the cars do have just a little bit of movement from right to left.
The future stars of IndyCar right here. You're watching these young talents, exactly what this series was designed for by Tony George. The official development series for IndyCar Stars of Tomorrow, a stepping stone or ladder series, and my, what talent we're seeing here.
No, it's fantastic, and I love the onboard shots that we're getting from Travis Gregg's car when you just can look over at the side pod of the competition. And look at that wheel-to-wheel action. That's Jeff Simmons on the high side. He wants to get by Travis Gregg, and he just fell out of the screen. It's not going to get done now.
Inside, take a look at the moves there. Here goes Cunningham to make a move on the inside. Couldn't get him on the high side. See if he can get by on the bottom.
Yeah, well, he's going to make Travis go around him on the high side. You know, let's talk about how strong Travis Gregg has been on these super speedways. He's had 6 pole positions. His 3 wins have come on super speedways. He is stout on these big tracks like this. But, you know, any of these guys have showed their ability. Like you say, this is a stepping stone series. These guys want to get to the IndyCar series, and they're proving it right here in this series.
Wade Cunningham is our leader. And there's Jeff Simmons now making the pass, going by Travis Gregg for second spot. You know, the second half of the season has been nothing short of sensational for points runner-up Jeff Simmons. Now, earlier this week, he shared with us some special memories of his career and his childhood.
I think my victory at Milwaukee was probably the sweetest victory that I had because it was the first one for the team.
The most impressive victory for us had to be Pikes Peak, where he led 99 out of the 100 laps. That was just a dominating performance.
Hey, bud.
The kids are one of my favorite parts of dealing with the public. You're like something that they really aspire to be.
no way.
I try to give kids the best advice that I can.
They're just attracted to Jeff. Many drivers don't take the time for the little kids. And we've had a number of parents have commented that he just does a tremendous job.
I've been going to the Cayman Islands since I was a kid. I learned to scuba dive when I was 10 years old, and that was one of the first places that my family went on vacation. I had the opportunity to move down there, and I live in an apartment that's right on the beach. I get to wake up and I see the Caribbean Sea.
The remainder against guys like, excuse me. Sorry.
Man, it's my first time. You let me get a word in.
Yeah, we'll go in.
The Indy 500 is probably the best day of my life. I just wanted to thank everybody, and Bob was kind of cutting me off there. He took it really well, and we've joked about that actually many times.
My whole focus of getting Jeff in the car this year was to give him an opportunity to get into the IndyCar Series.
All I can do is try to win races, and hopefully I'll be able to move up there next year, and I would just love to get back to the Indy 500.
For all the owners out there, one of the smarter decisions I made was to hire Jeff Simmons.
And I'll agree with that as you watch Jeff Simmons now still battling for second spot side by side. 4 wins in the last 6 outings, 3 in the last 4. What a young talent he is. And I know he is very proud of what he's accomplished, but even more proud of is maybe his family. Cameron Steele standing by with his dad.
That's right, Doc. I'm with Gene Simmons. And Gene, Jeff has been asking you to come to the races. He says you're his good luck charm, he was telling me.
Well, I kind of think so because I had to miss a few of the races due to business commitments earlier in the season. And once I started coming back, he's won 4 of the last 6 races, so he kind of prodded me into coming to this one too, even though I'm not going to get back till Tuesday now. But I think he's got a chance to pull off a win here. He can't win a championship right now. Mathematically, he's out of it at this point in the race, but he's trying to hang in there for second spot right now.
Well, definitely heartbreaking not being able to win the championship, but he has raced at the Indy 500. I know you're the proud papa, and maybe next year we'll see him back at the Indy 500.
Well, he's certainly hoping so. He's got some things in the fire, and he's working on it every day of the week that he's not racing.
Right on. Thank you so much. And just a point of interest, Doc, he has won twice from the qualifying position he started in today, position 7.
And momentum. You know, it's amazing when you look at Jeff Simmons. It's been a tale of 2 seasons. The first 6 events of the year, he averaged a 10th place finish. In the last 6, he's won 4 of them.
Yeah, at the beginning of this year, Jeff and the whole Ken Harley, they couldn't buy any luck. But, you know, I'm a big Jeff Simmons fan. I think he's a very talented driver. He's won a couple championships before even getting to this level. And, you know, to win any championship, you are a very, very talented driver. And he showed that. What I like to see here, we got Wade Cunningham leaving, Travis Gregg, and Jeff Simmons trailing behind. These 3 guys in 1, 2, and 3, they have been the hottest 3 drivers on this circuit. So it's really neat to see them all together here in the last race of the year.
Jeff Simmons, a 2-time winner, you know, in the Barber Dodge Pro Series. Only the 2nd driver ever to win that series as a rookie, and the other one was Kenny Brett, so pretty good company there. Graduated from Boston College with a degree in computer science, so not only a great talent, he's very smart off the racetrack as well. Yeah, take a look at the first 6 events, an average finish of 10th. In fact, he was lucky to get 10th. He had a couple of instances where he was taken out early on.
Yes, he did. We just see Jeff at the tail end of this pack. He's the 3rd car back. And you can see he had a little bit of a run on Travis, just getting pulled along there. He thought better of pulling out to get a pass. And now Travis is pulled alongside. And there, I love that onboard shot. There's Travis on the high side looking at Wade Cunningham. These guys are fighting for 1st and 2nd right here.
21-year-old Wade Cunningham has been crowned the champion. Whoa! Jaime Camara gets around and gets a little bit loose on the racetrack.
Yeah, we just saw the car loose. I don't know if he has a